Hey there, friends. It's Chaplain Kenny. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Deathbed Living with Chaplain Kenny. Guess what, friends? We're back at Schnucks, the local grocery store here in beautiful Granite City. And we're here to do some evangelism. That's right, Ray Comfort. We're going to drop another tract off and pray that the Lord leads it to the right person. Or actually, probably the Lord leads the right person to the tract because the tract really can't move. Boom shakalaka. Castle ready for some sliders, folks. Y'all get belly bombers where you're at, or do you have to settle with those what are they called down south? We got White Castle up here, and it's not Checkers. I forget. Maybe somebody can help me out. What is that? You guys have Crystal Burgers. That's right. Yeah, this is the real thing. This is called White Castle. This is the real deal. Belly bombers. You gotta have that, people say it's like ground liver in there or something. I don't think that's really true, but it definitely has a unique flavor. And you gotta have those chopped onions in there. It just don't work. Nothing against you Crystal Burger folks, because I do like some Crystal Burgers, and I do admit when I go down south I have to get them at least once. But if you've had both, I'm sure that you'll agree. White Castle is the real deal. Yesterday, and heard, I think it was an MS person referred to their brain as Swiss cheese. Kind of like that, because when you look at all those lesions and stuff, when you're sitting there with your brain doctor, your neurologist, you look at that stuff, you see all these dots everywhere. It's like a really cool monitor thing that you're able to look at with him, and he'll spin your brain around. It's all three-dimensional and stuff. You could look at the picture of your brain, and man, he counts all these lesions and stuff in there. And I know I've said this a bunch of times, but I'm fascinated with it, man. It's like the lesions are about I guess in the right reference size to the brain, even though I got a really big brain. Each one of these things is about the size of probably a quarter, except round eggs. There's like two of those, one in front and one in back. And then there's all this it's like a bunch of stars gathered around, It's really weird. They're all over the place in there, but I don't really feel any kind of head pain or anything like that. So, sorry I'm so obsessed or fascinated with this. It just trips me out, and it's in my skull. Smell it. Thank you, man. Hope you have a good one. Okay, my friends. This is it. It's the real deal. I know I said that already, but real deal, right? White Castle. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Behold. The Belly Bomber. With cheese, not like Carolyn gets it. Oh my goodness, Carolyn orders White Castles with no cheese. Oh. Now that actually is the type of thing I should keep private. That's private information. That's embarrassing, man. That's embarrassing. That's the kind of thing you sit like on a couch in a office with a shrink, and you confess, when I go to White Castle, I order them with no cheese. Oh, but anyway, here you go. Yeah. Now see, nothing compares. I don't think they changed their recipe since I started there. I don't know if they really do contain liver, but they got some kind of unique ingredient that makes them extra delicious. Very good. Yeah. St. Louis original, my friends. Sorry to eat in front of you. That was mighty tasty, my friends. Good sliders, man. Belly bombers. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And sorry to all you Crystal fans. But I had to do what I had to do. You know, in the St. Louis area, you gotta have belly bombers. There's also a roast beef place up in St. Louis that y'all need to check out if you're ever in the area, and I can't remember the name of it. Got it. It's called Lion's Choice, folks. So if you're ever in the St. Louis area and you see a Lion's Choice, stop by there and get some of their roast beef sandwiches. They are to die for. You know, I used to be a really, really big fella. I don't think I've mentioned it on any of my videos, but about 15 years ago, I was 380 pounds. And I had a 60-inch waist and a 4X shirt fit me tight around my love handles. That's right, folks. I tried every diet in the book, and one of the diets I tried was the Atkins diet. And that was back when I was on the road with Diamante Music, or maybe it was Frontline Music Group at the time, I don't remember. But when I started my employment with them, I started off as a big old huge fella. And, you know, it was pretty tough dieting, being on the road and stuff. And being on this Atkins diet, which I guess is the keto diet, just with a different name, you could eat all the meat you wanted and all the cheese you wanted, but no bread is the devil. So I'd go through drive-thrus and stuff and order like a double quarter pounder with cheese at McDonald's with no bread. I had to eat that like either with my hands and get them all nasty, and it's kind of hot doing that. It's just really messy, but oh, I just touched my nostril. Was there any thumb to nostril penetration? I don't know. Anyway, that was a strange diet to be on the road on, because, you know, you gotta eat, and I was always on a rush, you know. I was always rushing places. But, man, I lost a ton of weight on that diet, but I gained back more than I lost because I eventually went off of it. So I don't know if it's like a lifelong commitment or something or what, but eventually I had to have a gastric bypass surgery. And I used to always brag, like, even in the prison, like when I had my dunamis discipleship ministry meetings and stuff, sometimes these guys have pretty good sized scars, you know. They've been around a little bit in the street and junk, you know. I had legit bullet holes and knife scars and stuff like that. But I always was the greatest man there. I was the toughest guy. You know why? Because I always won all those scar contests, folks. It's kind of like in Jaws. You ever see that movie Jaws? They're comparing scars, shark bites, and all this stuff. Well, I guarantee that I got a bigger scar than most of the folks here. So I got that going for me.
Alright. Oh, let's do another one of these smaller ones now. Let's do this.
Are you a good person?
Well, are you?
Hello, friends. Here I am again, cooking in the kitchen. Got the iron skillet going here with some taters and onions and garlic. Oh, ho, ho, yeah.
Music is supposed to relax me, though.
They're posing. She's posing.
Geico helps with renter's insurance. Good to know.
Yeah, they can save you a lot of money.
Hey, dear friends. That's right. Your favorite chaplain, Chaplain Kenny here, to close things out in this video. I seem to have a struggle with that. I make all these videos and it's really hard to figure out how to close them out, you know. Anywho, that's why I'm here now. To summarize, Just want to encourage you to try White Castle belly bombers if you've never had one. All you've had is Crystal. You got to be kidding me, okay? White Castle, got to try them if you're ever up here in the St. Louis area. Try White Castle. Sliders are the best. Also, I mentioned Lion's Choice roast beef. You got to try that as well. And what else did I talk about? My Swiss cheese brain because of my multiple sclerosis. It's Swiss cheese full of all kinds of those lesion holes, not to be confused with Legion, the demons mentioned in the Bible and in the movie The Exorcist. No, I don't have those. But I do have lots of crazy, crazy air holes in my brain. But don't feel sorry for me, folks. I'm still probably smarter than about 99% of the viewing public. Most definitely the best part of me is my humility. Definitely. That's what I discovered. I'm very humble. So until next time, my friends, I need to come out with a closing phrase like, you know, who was it who said, keep looking at the stars? I think that was Casey Kasem or somebody like that. And some of my favorite vlogs have a little outro. So I don't know which one I want to use. I think I might use something from John 3 about being born again, or maybe something about taking up your cross and following Jesus. I don't know. I might say something about being a tour guide to the other side. I know that sounds cheesy, but that sticks. I don't know. I'm sure I can come up with some kind of goofy rhyme, but for now, I'll just say, see you next time. Thanks for tuning in, folks. I love you so much. I want to give you a big old hug and a holy kiss. Mwah.